Hi guys, I'm Becca Otis from Five Lines Pottery, and I'm located in Van.
And I'm Ryan Durbin from RD Ceramics, located in Highland Heights, Kentucky.
And welcome to Wheel Talk.
All right, we are live.
Oh my God, we are live.
We're back. We had a week off
It was great.
in recording terms, not in podcast release terms, but
Yeah, but it
I
was
heard you had a
great.
fucking week.
Oh my fucking God. I had a week. Oh, I was gonna put my headphones on. Shit. Okay, talk about your week while my headphones figure themselves out.
My week. Let's see. What? Oh, we had our tiki party this weekend. This past weekend.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I can hear you too.
Yeah, we had our tiki party this past weekend. And I had another farmers
Yeah.
market.
How did that one go?
Farmers market 250.
Okay,
So a little bit better. I had some repeat folks come through. Somebody
nice.
saw me maybe a month and a half ago at a different farmer's market, and they came back and they got some stuff after they moved into their place. So felt good about that one. And then the organizer that was not there the last time I was there ended up getting like three pieces. So that definitely
Yeah.
helped make it a little bit better. But the great thing about, I've kind of talked, I think I mentioned before that the last one I got like a couple hundred and like I was talking with her a lot and it's just like one of those things that they're growing and figuring it out and have to go through the all the process to get approvals to do the show and then figure out, how to communicate with the community and how to spend their money to get signs or not get signs or where to advertise, like all that stuff and just kind of figuring that out
Mm-hmm.
and they're open to feedback from artists. So she was asking some things about just, what do you look for and what makes it better for you and all that kind of thing. How, what kind of vendors they're looking for or how many vendors and
Yeah.
just kind of learning and growing. They're kind of like revitalizing it. So it's not a brand new farmers market, but it's kind of like up and coming, I guess. So kind of like some folks are willing to stick it out for the growth and some aren't. So but I'm done with that for the year, as far as I know, with my other
Okay.
shows coming up. But yeah, Tiki Party was very fun, very good. Enjoyed some bartending, as always.
Nice.
That's why my table is not configured the normal way, because we had to get it out of the way for the party. So I'm not moving it again and again, but very temporary.
Yeah.
But good time. We had a burlesque performer here as well.
Oh my God, that looked like such a
So
blast.
that was a good time. Brandon and Mira were here. Brandon's her husband, and
Okay.
he kind of like does the whole like getting people like getting the energy up and getting people excited about like, hey, this is what's gonna happen, and like, thanks for
That's
hosting
cool.
us. This is, who's been to a burlesque performance before, who's not, talking about like throwing tips out and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say about more than half of the crowd hadn't been to one before.
Oh, was it a blast?
It was great. I mean,
It was-
the whole performance is like 5 minutes or so, so it's not very
Okay.
long. But they got here, I don't know, 45 minutes before, and
And just
then
like enjoyed the party a little.
yeah, and they really appreciated the house and all the like attention to detail with the bartending and the aesthetics and the vibe and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
we put on a pretty good party. So
You
definitely
do
looking
put on
forward
a
to
good
that for next
party.
year. I like to think I get that from our families, like to host as well. So I
Oh yeah.
think we definitely get that.
Yeah. You guys are great. It's it's like I don't really love parties all that much, but all of your parties are great. They're just like super down to earth and like nobody is
It
Um,
doesn't feel like drama. Like there's drama that I
yeah,
know
there's no
of.
drama. There's is just, you know, just boom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what's
Yep,
going on. That's what's new.
that's awesome.
How was your week?
We, oh my God, my week was fucking balls. I, I, this will come out probably next week, right? So like, or in two
Yeah,
weeks,
this
I
will be
don't
a couple
know.
weeks
But
removed from when it actually happened, but
so my Ryan, you haven't even heard all of it. Like, you've probably got snippets from online, but like, it was fucking rough.
no, I got
So
very high level things. I just from your stories. That's it.
yeah. So okay, I do not know when this all happened. I have no concept of time right now, but first, I was in a meeting with Bud at work and my phone was it has like a magnet thing on it now, and it was hooked onto this file cabinet, and I tried to get it up and it like flipped out of my hand, and it was in a case, it's in a case, and it like fell to the ground and it cracked the whole back of the screen, like the back of the case, or not the case, the phone. That phone I was planning on keeping for a while, you know, but it's already like the shattering's already like crumbling. Can we please go back to metal backs? Anyway,
But you said the
um,
back. It wasn't the face of it.
no, not the face, the back. The
But
back's
that
almost worse.
okay, so the thing that was on there crushed as well? Because you
Uh,
had a
I
case on the back too, didn't you?
I have a case. Yeah, no, I don't not have a case. It's
Oh.
like,
So did it come out of the case?
nope, nope, stayed in the case, just got
Oh.
cracked right in the case because the case obviously has a purpose. Um,
Okay. But the case is intact. The phone did not, you
the
know,
case is intact. The phone's fine.
the case did not do what cases do.
No, the case did not earn its money.
No.
Um, it was a
Might be
cheap
time to
case,
demote that case.
but it was brand new. It's a brand new case. Your
Uh,
wife helped me pick it out. Anyway, moving on. I maybe next time I'll spend more than $10 on a case. I don't know. Um, anyway, I'm not sure that anything could have saved it. I guess it hit it pretty hard. Then next, um, I got I've been like using my generator because my power station in my van that controls um my fridge and my lights and stuff has been this is one of the issues. It's been throttling power. So typically its highest like intake is like 400 watts with solar. It's 200 watts with like DC power, so like or AC power, sorry, like a plug.
mhm.
And it starts at 200 watts and then it throttles down to 90 watts coming in.
Why
And
does it do that? If
so
it's getting overheated, it just doesn't want to overwork itself?
I don't know, it's just happened recently. And I think that it might have just like gotten way too hot and it killed the battery. So,
Uh,
so I found that out. So I had to order an entire new um I had to order a new power station. That was $1,000. We can
yeah,
keep count.
those aren't cheap.
The phone is $600. The power station is $1,000. We're at $1,600. I had to get tabs for my van, get it registered. That was $400. I
$400 for like your registration for the car? Is that what you mean?
hmm
Yeah.
Okay, and I got into my van. The AC was working fine. It was hooked up to the generator, and then all of a sudden, smoke is coming out of it. And it doesn't work.
I wonder if that power station, the old power station, right, was powering it.
No, it was the generator.
Oh, the generator.
So,
Okay. Damn. I was gonna be
um,
like, maybe the power station ruined the AC
I think it
unit.
might have been the generator, but I don't know. And so thankfully, oh, that's $1,000. Uh,
For the AC
oh,
unit? I thought they not have a warranty on that.
yes, there's a warranty on that. And I guess like within 90 days,
Don't tell me your computer's gonna go.
something like literally just music just came on in my phone and my computer. I have no idea what's going on. And then so that's $1,000, not including the extra battery. So thankfully, I was within 2 days of the 90-day we don't give a shit what actually happened warranty. So they're replacing it. Thank God I saved the box.
I'm
Um,
surprised they only covered 90 days.
well, it's got like a 5-year warranty, but this is the like no questions
Oh, okay. I
asked like
gotcha.
within 90 days
That's like
situation. You know, like
chuck it off a roof, and you're like, all right,
right,
something happened to this.
something
Can I
happened.
get a new one?
So that's $1,000. And then while I'm at somebody's house doing something to fix one of the things that was already happening, um, the wind came up and blew my tent down that has my hammock in it that was housing the cat, and it ripped a 4-foot hole in the roof
Oh my
and
God.
bent one of the little tent thingies.
Damn. Is that tent normally like staked or how is it?
It was staked into the ground, but it was my fault, of course. My fault was that I didn't put the strings that go down into the ground.
Oh, because they
Um,
don't have very good structure to those kind of tents, do they?
no, no. And like it was like a $200 tent.
Hmm.
So that's $200. I don't think anything else has happened.
I just bought a new tent.
You did?
Easy Up had a 40% off sale yesterday, so I bought a new tent, another tent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna give Rachel your old one and then give me mine back?
I mean, I was like, Becca's gonna want hers back at some point, so I
Yeah.
better. I mean, you already mentioned it to Rachel, so I'm like, well, I might as well just get one. I
Yeah.
got the Eclipse. It was 530.
Did you get to choose your color of legs?
No, I did not. They did not have that option. I got white legs and white top.
Wow. Did you get the sides?
I did.
The fancy ones, the like expensive sides?
It was like 98 bucks. I think that's right. Does that sound
Are
right?
they the are they the fabric sides? Did they say anything like that?
I got whatever ones were. I don't know. They were 98 bucks. I don't know if
Okay.
that's the retail cost. I think they're the nicer ones. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah, those are so nice. So nice. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all that went wrong. Oh,
That's all.
yeah. Also, I was gonna do payments for the power station. Um, I was gonna do payments for the power station on the Affirm or whatever, but they have to have like a debit card, and my debit card balance was too low, so I had to put it on my credit card. So I have a month to come up with $1,000.
Woo.
So that's fun.
So your phone, you actually replaced the whole phone, or you
No, it's still
paid for
just
service to get it?
no, I mean like it still works. It's just
Okay.
broken. Like it's just cracked. It still works. I'm gonna use it until it dies. But
Okay.
I
So you
probably
listed
could
out
get
2,000, 3,000, $3,200,
yeah,
but you're probably going to replace about half of that.
yeah. So I broke $3,000. And the tent
You broke. Well, the thing, I don't know that you could blame the AC unit on you. I don't know that you broke the AC unit. That sounds like
I don't
faulty.
know if
I mean, 90 days, like you didn't break that.
I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, so
In that power station, I don't know that you broke that either, but
you know what? North Carolina broke it, okay? Yeah, so and I'm on the hook for like 1,500 of it probably.
hmm.
Um so anyway, when I put mugs up for sale, if people want to buy those, I'm, s- I don't know, but I got a raise at work.
That's good. That'll take
My
care of
s-
some of it.
my 6 month raise
There we
will
go. There
take
we
care of
go.
50 cents of it.
So wait, is so is Tammy not using the tent anymore? Because the tent is probably in the trash can, I would think, if it's collapsed.
It's not collapsed. I pumped it back out. I'm gonna put a stint around the part that got bent, and
Oh,
I'm gonna put a tarp over the top.
gonna MacGyver it a little bit. I see.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, hell yeah. Because it was expensive, and you know what? I'll take it down in the winter and toss it, but I don't want to get rid of it right now. But the tent also, I forgot to mention that it rained so much that the tent flooded. So I had to evict Tammy out of the tent into the van. And I was like, I guess you're a free cat now. Don't run away. So
Know where home is.
know where home is. So Tammy's a wild and free cat right now, and he's doing great.
Did the hammock get any damage?
The hammock did not get any damage. It just got wet.
Okay.
Really
That's
wet.
salvageable. That's salvageable.
That's salvageable. Yeah,
You can dry that out.
I can try that out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, everything is just so fucking wet. It's been raining nonstop for like 4 days, and it's just and the tent has a tarp under it, right? Here's the worst part about the tent situation is that I just bought a tarp and sidewalls for this motherfucking tent. It probably cost me like $100 for all that shit. And then the tarp is so good at keeping out water that it like has a puddle of water in the middle of it. So I had to go through and poke like 4 holes in the bottom so it at least like drains.
Oh my God. But is that tent like for a beach or something? Like what is it actually
No,
meant
it's like a
for?
patio tent. It's like for your backyard so that to be out of mosquitoes.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Everything in my life just looks like it needs to all go into the fucking landfill right now. It's just and like the tent flooded, so there's like cat toys everywhere, like the cat carriers there, probably soaked. It's gonna be like 10 years before it smells normal. And like
Need a
I don't
nice few sunny days to dry out some of this stuff.
and there's no sun. I won't find sun to dry it. So it's like, oh my God. So yeah, doing great. I'm
Yeah,
doing
that's a
great.
lot. That's a lot. Well, you can go up from here, so hopefully
Yeah.
that's your low point for the last, month or so and you're in
Apparently
August now. So we're in a new month.
somebody told me that the moon was in retrograde, and I was like, that tracks. That fucking tracks.
I thought the
Oh, yeah, I don't
Mercury
fucking know.
retrograde,
Microwave situation, I don't know.
moon has some impact on Mercury in retrograde or
I don't know. Something's happening. That's what it is.
right.
Okay. Um, yeah, that's how our weeks are going.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Do you know what I
Onward.
wish I had right now to organize all of the cat toys that I have?
What?
A Sula bag.
A Sula bag? Why are you talking about Sula? Sula's our new sponsor.
Sheila's our new sponsor. Normally we do L&L first, but this one was I forgot. We're
So we're talking
switching
about
it
Sula
up.
first.
So we're talking about Sula
I mean,
first.
Sula's going to be very applicable for the rest of what we're talking about today, which is a
Very
part
applicable.
two of our tools episode.
Yeah, I think that the bag was even on the bottom. Like I had it in my brain, but I didn't have it in here. But yeah, Sula has like a bajillion uh orifices to put things in.
They do.
So
They do. I took mine around in Sika the last couple of years to get to the demos and all that, make sure I have all my trimming tools and underglaze. Well, the underglazes are at the booth, but I did carry around a handful of things. I carried around some pots in them. So if you want to
Hmm.
go out to the, a show and or go somewhere and carry around some work or whatever tools you need for the day, you could do that. Becca said it's got many orifices. It's got 30 pockets in it.
30 pockets.
They are
It's like
some,
Mary Poppins bag, quite literally.
I don't know that reference exactly, but
She has a bag and she opens it up and she pulls like an umbrella out
oh,
and
right. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I've
the
seen that.
tree, like, yeah, the coat rack and
Hmm.
yeah,
All the things. So
all
they
the
have,
things.
there's dedicated pockets for carving, trimming tools. You could put some ribs in some of them, sponges.
Brushes,
I like the
sponges.
inside big pocket. Like
I do
not the
too.
not the like open area, but the you can put
Inside
I
on
think I
the
was putting
end.
some mugs in the end. It's like a
Hmm.
good size.
I have like a Sula bag that's specifically for my air pen that like
Ooh.
carries all the bottles and all the underglaze, all the glazes that I put inside of it and all the like the nibs and stuff. It's really nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like to
And
use mine
Andy's,
for the soda kiln stuff. Like I've got
oh
like
yeah.
a dust mask and I've got my glue for the wadding. I've got some a thermocouple in there, my pyrometers in there. I've got some like grinding discs kind of things for cleaning the shelves off. I've got a bunch of different things in there for the soda kiln.
Yeah, and Ryan's been totally converted too. Like when he first got it, he was like, I don't know what I'm gonna use this for. And look at him, just toting around a Sula bag
Use it for that
everywhere.
and then using it for Nsika. Because I'm at the studio, so I'm like I don't go to a community studio, so I'm not like
You
sharing.
don't use it for your shows?
I've taken it to a show or two before. It's got to be a specific show that I don't need
Yeah,
like a bigger bag, but if it's a weekend bag,
yeah,
I usually will take a bigger
yeah.
one, but I might need to figure out what must have things like all those odds and
Snacks,
ends. Snacks would be good.
snacks.
Snacks, bring like your
Yeah,
power bank for charging your phone. You probably
extra pens.
bring like a towel. I always need a
Mm-hmm.
towel to just like wipe off the sweat
Wipe
this time
your,
of year.
yeah. Oh yeah, you could bring a tea towel, and so then you can get it wet and put it on your shoulders if it's
Mm,
hot.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I use mine. It would be a great bag for sewing, or not sewing, crocheting and knitting. Super great bag for that. I actually do use mine for sewing too. I have like four. I have three or four. I might have five.
And they got so many colors, so
So
you're
many
bound to find
colors.
a color that you like, whether it's
What
a solid color, if it's the neutral, or if it's a collab one that they have a bunch of different colors on them.
what's your favorite collab colored one?
The Hope Lemiansky one.
Yeah, mine's the Sarah Anderson one, obviously, because me and Sarah are
Hmm.
like the same color scheme. But
I got Hope to sign mine at Nsika, so I got
I
that.
should have had Sarah sign mine. I should have had her like sign it with something stupid.
Have her sign it and like draw a little frog on it or something.
Yeah, like the frog that's kicking its leg up, or his her stork.
Hmm.
Nobody likes Sarah's stork except for me and Sarah. I don't know that actually. I'm sure tons of people like it. But yeah, you can find all the Sula bags, all 25 plus colors of them at sula.co.
SWOOLLA.co.
SOOLLA. S double.
Double O
Mm.
double L A S double O double L A.
.co.
And we're gonna have a special coupon code. We don't have it because this is very fresh off the partner signatures and stuff like that. So we're gonna have one. It'll be down in the episode description by the time this comes out. You'll have a special discount code. Go ahead and click that link and it'll be just for Wheel Talk listeners. So check that out. See what bags they got. They've also got some accessories. We'll talk about those in a future episode. But
Oh, the accessories are so good.
so good.
I
All
use the
right.
accessories all the time.
Thank you, Sula. Thank you all. And onward. What are we talking about next? We're back. Are we going right into it? We're going back to
I
the
think we're going right into it because
right
we
into
only
the
have an
tools.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a part two of the tools episode that we did last week that you all listened to. If you didn't hear last week we pretty much started from clay prep kind of tool, throwing tools, trimming tools. We covered a lot of those kind of things. So today we're going to cover more decoration, painting, glazing, that kind of thing.
Oh, but we have to, before we go into the painting, we have to talk about off the hump. Remember, we forgot that. We were gonna add that to the beginning
Ooh,
of this one. What we use for off the hump.
yes, yes, yes. So the off the hump, like what tools we use to cut things off and
Yeah,
all that. So I like to use I do the string method where you kind of let it spin, let the string go all the way around and I pretty much only throw shot glasses off the hump. So this tool works out pretty good for that. So that's the Bill Van Gilder cutoff tool. Trying to see if that's in the list here. We're gonna have that list for you all too as well, so you can look at all these tools that we're talking about.
we have quite the list.
A very long list. So I will find that Bill Van Gilder cutoff tool. But it's basically a kind of a wooden stick with a threaded string on it so it can absorb some water and then it grips onto the pot better. So
Yeah.
that's what I like to cut mine off with. What about you?
So I just linked mine, but I don't know why my Amazon links aren't coming up as links. But okay, I used to use a needle tool and that worked fine for me for the most part. And then when I was in Utah, this guy who we would hang out all the time, like in the studio, he was like, "Bro, you got to try this." And it's this stupid plastic butter knife. Are you looking at it or should I send it to you?
Which one? Where is it on the list? I'm finding it hard to see where it's at.
It's
Oh, I
it's at
see.
the
It's the Amazon link. I gotcha. Okay.
yeah, but it's not linking. Um, so it's like this stupid plastic butter knife that's like really thin. It's almost like a thin spatula, and you can just cut right under the hump and just it's such a clean cut and it takes it off and then you can like use that to set it down. It is so good.
Yeah, it looks wide enough that you can just pick it up.
Yeah, and it's $6 for like eight. So I
There's
bought
10 in
eight.
here. There's 10 in
Oh,
here
there's 10.
for 629.
6.29. Yeah.
Wow.
And he like
So it's
found it
just
at like Walmart or whatever, but I couldn't find him at Walmart. I found him on Amazon.
so they kind of say it's for frosting or cream cheese or
Yeah.
something. So it's not
It's
a
like a
sharp
fat
knife.
Knife.
Yeah,
It's like a fat knife, but
it's
it's
like a
thin.
butter spread kind of thing.
But it's thin and then it gets thick, so it's like the perfect slicing tool under the clay. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to use the needle tool at some point just because I saw that you were doing it, just to see how it compared, but I couldn't get it to cut parallel.
Yeah, that takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, just like the cutoff string and stuff does.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the cutoff tools.
Yep. Okay. So brushes. We Erica does the brushes in your life. And I have my own like I should have taken a picture of all the brushes that I have, but um go talk about Erica's. What her
So
favorites are?
so Erica's use a variety of brushes. We mainly use them for painting on underglaze and slip. So we're trying to get a nice even coverage. The clay is always at leather hard when we're doing it. So we're not using it for painting glaze on necessarily. But underglaze at leather hard. She likes to use the orange fan brushes from the ceramic shop actually. So I found them on there. It's the fan brush set of four and they got an orange handle. They're fairly thin. So some fan brushes will have big, like thick, not necessarily thick, but they hold a lot of liquid, a lot of like underglaze or glaze. Those might be better for glazing, but for underglazing, we don't want it as like thick and um it's a little different consistency just to get a nice even coat without leaving streaks and stuff. So that's what she likes to use. And we've also had some Mako or Amico brushes, I think. The blue
I like the
handle or the
make,
Mako, the blue
yeah,
handle.
yeah, I believe so. I like the Mako brushes. They have this like really soft texture to them and they hold like a shit ton of glaze. And I found a link on Blick, and I would say that Blick's probably your best bet for cost, but I don't know for sure. But if you just type in Mako fan brush, that'll get you there.
Okay, I'm
And
looking for
then
the
I added
just to see
in
it.
another one too, because some people, it's been really hard for me to find like a really good fine line brush. And the one, my favorite is at Michael's. And I think I found the right product. But if you go to Michael's, it's like the size zero and it's got the green tip of the handle. It's like a it's like a limey green, and I want to say it's like a Michael's brand. But it's a great like thin line brush. I would just, if you're looking for something for like painting thin lines, go to Michael's and kind of like get a variety of the thin ones to test those out. That's what I did. And I've gotten a few at Inseca, but I didn't like those ones. Like I got ones that were like thick and then they had like a really tiny point. I don't like them as much. So, yeah. But I
Hmm.
kind of want to try like the Japanese style or Chinese style of brushes where they're like really long and
Because with the fine tip one, do you care if it's synthetic or regular?
not
Like, I would
necessarily,
guess
but
synthetic wouldn't hold the like. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're using it for, if it's underglaze or glaze. But
yeah, you would ideally want like a watercolor type brush. That's gonna hold the best. Um, I would think. Watercolor, not oil. Oil brushes are a lot th like heavier brushes, I feel. I could be completely wrong. Somebody could completely disagree with me. Um, but yeah, I think that
is that what
you
you're
kind of
using to
just
do your gradients and the thin lines? You use something like that?
no, when I do gradients, I just get shitty ass wide brushes.
Well,
Like
the
there's nothing
gradients and
special.
then the thin lines, are you taping those off, and that's how you get the thin line?
Yeah.
You're not actually just
Right.
painting it with a
If
really
you
thin
see a
brush.
thin line that has like a wiggle to it, that's the thin brush though. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, but I mean it all depends on your underglaze and like there's so much that goes into it. It's not just the brush, right? It's the product you're using too and how viscous it is and how it flows and shit like that. So,
Hmm.
there's a lot.
I've seen some different. This is more like a brush tip that I've seen from people that have they use the like dense foam padding and like just wrap it around there to give it a wider kind of bulb shape, so you're not cramping your hand to get it really fine,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and you can
Um,
grip it a lot easier.
yeah, they actually have things on Amazon called like ergonomic foam for pencils, and you can like buy them
Mm.
because Marjorie bought some when I was in Utah. That way you can hold them better.
Yeah, I like the egg shape that Diamond Core has on their some of their tools.
Yeah,
You can
it's
kind of
just like
swap
that.
those out,
Yeah, it's just
and you
like
can
that.
slide it on, and it's probably an inch across or an inch and a half or so on the like widest part, and it's just like an egg shape that makes it
Yeah,
easier to hold on to. So, because I'd imagine that's pretty tough when you're doing fine lines and stuff to
for
hold on
sure.
to it nicely. You put tweezers on here. Why's tweezers on here?
Dude, tweezers are fucking important, bro. Not for you, but if you're doing anything tiny, being able to hold things with tweezers is really kind of awesome. I highly recommend it. And so I linked two of my favorite tweezer sets. One are just regular tweezers, but they're very thin at the top. And the second one is actually pressured tweezers. So if you push on them, they open. And then if you have no pressure on them, they close so that you can hold things without putting any pressure. Um,
Oh, so
so,
you like put it inside a circle or something, and it'll expand out into the circle.
right. Or like if I'm trying to like hold something really tiny and paint it, I'll just clamp onto it and that way I don't have to keep the pressure of holding it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So also I've gotten like foot long tweezers if you have a plug-in fire and you want to get something out of there quickly and when it's too hot, those are really great for that.
Didn't you accidentally drop something and you needed to use that to get, or
Sure
was that?
did.
Okay. I was gonna say
Yep.
that's a good way to sneak it down the side of the kiln
The
wall to
side.
get something.
I've gotten so much shit with tweezers and shit like that. Yeah, no, I know that tweezers is a weird tool, but ever since I've gotten them, if I'm working on anything small, they've been like a life changer.
Oh, I could see. Like
Life
if
changer.
you remember Sarah had those buttons, I could imagine putting tweezers in the
Yeah,
little buttonholes maybe and painting it, or
exactly. Then
so
you
you
don't
don't
have to
like
touch
move it
them.
around,
Yeah.
and hopefully you can set it down nicely. I mean, it might take a while to like pick them up, and but if
Mm-hmm.
you just pick it up, maybe dip it into glaze that way.
Yep. Yeah. I put my tweezers in my mugs and dip them like that and move it. Yeah.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. For
All
sure.
right. That's all the painting section. Are there any other painting things that you can think of? Would you use different brushes for glaze, or maybe that's in the glazing? If you have any other glazing things, I guess
No,
we could
I
do that
would
in the
use the
glaze.
Mako brushes for glazing.
Mako, okay,
Yeah.
because they hold a lot of liquid to them.
Yeah.
I was using the kind of the wooden hake brushes.
Yeah, yeah, those are
I
great
was
too.
using some of those for glazing. Those are okay. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch kind of thing. Kind of get a lot of liquid on there.
And also what's great about those brushes that nobody um that you may not know, always get the wide one, like the one that has six in it, because you can break off the pieces within it. Like you can break them off. It's a lot cheaper just to get the wide one and then break it.
Oh, so you just pull like out of a 6 inch wide, you can just separate it out and
Yep.
replace your 1 inch brush, or
Yeah, exactly. You can just break off that section. You can break off one piece or two pieces at a time or three pieces at a time. You can make it however wide you want.
hmm, okay.
Yeah. I think that's it for painting. Well, maybe I should say, oh, I'll put that in decoration.
What about the other painting thing that I've seen? You've used different tapes and stuff. I feel like Liz Cohen is definitely known for the tape and the
Oh,
adhesion. Should we?
we can put that under decoration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start with that
I'll just
decoration?
no, you start with underglazes and I'll find all the things.
Okay. Speedball underglazes. That's what I use. Obviously, you can use whatever you want, whatever works for you. Some people look
Yeah.
for different viscous or whatever. Um, I use Speedball. I use some slip as well, made from my clay body with mason stain. But Speedball has a lot of underglazes these days. I don't know how many they're up to now. Is it like 42? Is it
Like
42?
48, 42
48?
or 48, somewhere in
40.
there.
It's hard to keep track because they've got so many. I know they had 36 about a year ago, I think, and then they just added 12 more, I think. So I think
Yeah.
they're up to 48, I believe. And yeah, they got a good range. Obviously, Amico's out there. They've got underglazes. You've seen, was it Chrysanthos, or there's a lot. Mako's got some tons of underglazes out there. Um, Figure out, what works with what when you're putting it on. Like we put it on leather hard, or I do. We as in Erica and I in the studio. So I'm
They're
always
a
putting
team.
mine on at leather hard and then carving it. So that works well for us. Um, some of them, if you want more like if you're looking for more like thinner coats or something or a different, you know, way of applying it, on bisqueware. Like maybe some of them do better on bisqueware, some of them better on greenware. Becca's done a bunch on bisqueware too, so she could probably talk more about that or what consistency you need it. We've put Darvan
I've
in
been,
them to thin them out, but
yeah, I've been starting to do it on greenware more because you get better firing results that way. But it does work on Bisqueware, yeah, for sure.
okay. So the link we'll have on there is to the ceramic shop. You
Yeah.
can still use that code that we shared a while back, Wheel Talk 10, if you want to save some money on any of these kind of tools that we have. Anything else about speedball underglazes
They
or
have
other
so many
ones that
fucking
you've
colors.
or other ones?
I should mention I do not know who sells the packs, but I have packed up so many sets of like 12 underglaze colors, and they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good colors. There was one that had a few too many greens and too many oranges, but um they're all
Um,
pretty like they have like sets of 12 that are really good. They're usually like a good variety of colors.
I see they have a pastel bulk pack and a pastel sampler pack on Ceramic
The
Shop.
pastel bulk pack is really nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some nice colors. Those are a lot of the newer colors too in there.
Yeah.
Spring yellow, lilac, honeydew,
Yeah. I will say
caramel,
full disclosure, I did not have great luck with bubblegum. Uh,
bubble gum. I haven't used that very much. I like
although
the
I
standard.
loved,
I like the just pink.
yeah, I love the color bubblegum. My clay didn't work well with it. I think it was a clay issue, not a glaze issue. So keep that in mind. If something's not working, it might be a clay issue. They
Yeah, you
test
always
it
gotta.
on a lot of different clays, but that doesn't mean they test it on all of them.
Hmm.
So, you know,
And people are applying them at different rate, like greenware, bisqueware. Some people bisque to different temperatures. That's probably gonna impact how good it adheres to it
yep,
if you're putting it on bisqueware. Glazes on top of it. There's endless options. So
yippity yip yippers. Okay. How would you do your carving tools?
carving tools. All right. So I mentioned before we're doing underglazes and slips on greenware. And the reason I do that is so I can carve the pieces before they get bisque fired. So I'm using diamond core tools for all my carving. I like them. They are sharp. They are consistent. I have a lot of good control with them. I have not used a ton of other carving tools. I've used some just more of the like standard Kemper tools before, but I like the diamond core ones.
And I'm just
They
putting in the link for Diamond Core, just straight
okay.
Diamond Core.
Yeah, the
So,
one that I use the most is the P3, which is a U like an XL U shape. It's just kind of it's one of the first ones they have. They've got all the numbers nowadays and there's a lot, but I like the P3. The P1 is a typical V shape. I use that one as well for some things, but P3 I'm going through more like replacement blades for that than any other carving tool that I have. So, and you can swap the blades out nicely. So you just get a couple more replacement blades and then you can unscrew it a little bit, replace it. I kind of wear those things down. The clays with no grog are gonna last longer. Clays with grog are gonna eat up that blade a little bit quicker, but pretty good like fine carving you can do with them. So
yeah, they've upped their game on how many tools they have too. They have like a whole hand building tool set and everything like that too. Yeah.
yeah, they got a good assortment. I like their Birds of Paradise tool too. That's more of a multi-purpose. It's got like a, a cutter. Where is it at? Trying to think of where it would
Oh,
be.
it's on the hand building tools. It's got a cutter, it's got a needle tool. It looks like it's got an edger.
Etcher.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like
Is it?
the knife portion because I use
Okay,
it to
it says
cut my.
it has a pottery knife, a needle tool, a scoring tool, a precision blade, a mini wrench, a cutting guide, and a Phillips screwdriver.
Yeah, the mini wrench and the screwdriver are for replacing
That makes
your
sense.
blades on your actual carving tools.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I like using the knife,
Yeah, nice.
the pottery knife one. Yeah, sweet.
I have to admit that I have the metal rib set 3 because I talked
Mhm.
to them at uh and I got that. So, and they were cheap. It's like 24 bucks for 3 of them. So, they're pretty cheap and they have little dots so that you can do like fine line and they're bendable so I can put them on like a mug or something. So,
Sweet.
yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Cheese cutter.
I have cheese cutter. So I was kind of mentioning the Sgraffito, but this is more for doing texture on cups like faceting and things like that. So I have some mugs that I leave a little thicker and carve them in different textures on the outside. So I use the cheese cutter a lot just to get nice clean lines. I know there's some different cutting tools out there that are usually you're kind of using it on the side of a pot and you're kind of holding it on the side like a dirty girl's faceting tool. But the cheese cutter, I like that because I can use it in front of me and it stays nice and controlled. It's a little bulkier.
I put a
And
link to just a generic cheese cutter so
mhm.
you
Something
can
that
check them
doesn't
out
have
too.
the little gap thing, the little plastic buffer that kind of prevents you from, or this one has a little metal buffer. I would like take that piece off so that you
I think
can,
all of them are going to have that metal buffer, so you'd kind of have to take it off.
yeah. I like to take that off just so I'm not limiting myself on
Yeah.
how deep I can cut it.
Oh. Ooh. There's a cheese slicer. Shit, fuck. These look great. I might have to buy these. There's a 4-piece stainless steel cheese slicer with wire. I'm going to add this.
Is it like replacement wires? Is
Oh,
that what you
Jesus
mean?
Christ. Um, there, right? Wait, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. There we go. Get link.
Oh, that looks
Did
pretty
you see
good.
it?
If it's tight, that would probably work pretty well, actually.
Yeah, and it's what, 11 bucks? 12 bucks?
Yeah,
There's a
I
little.
would worry that the metal's not going to be, well, I mean, it depends on what kind of cheese you're cutting. I mean, if you're cutting hard cheeses, it would probably be pretty tight. So,
Yeah.
it could probably work for harder clay. Usually that's a limiting factor. It'll wear down the cutting wire the harder and stiffer clay I have, so it makes it a little tough to keep the longevity of the tool. It's funny all their like
It one
AI
review
photos.
says one review says I've had many cheese slicers over the years, but nothing beats the simplicity of these items. Okay. And then another one
How much
says
do you love their AI? They just like randomly Photoshop the tool on top of like
a cheese.
it's just like a loaf of
It
bread and then it's like a
it
hand with the
doesn't
tool.
even look real. Wait, I was just reading the bad review. God, it's even got one on soap. That's fucking great. Um, these cheese slicers are not very good. The largest one snapped while I was trying to slice through a block of cheddar. The others either stretched out or the tines squeezed together, causing the metal wire to sag. So maybe don't get them. I don't know. Oh my God,
Whew.
fucking hilarious. Um,
Well, you get what you pay for.
yeah. Looks like there's a lot of cheese slicers that are kind of like clay slicers. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna take that link out. Okay, what about stamps? I don't know where I'm finding this link for the stamps.
The stamps. There's different stamps out there. I like, it depends on what you're using them for, but I generally like wood stamps because
Oh, I put that in.
you put that in
St- I put that in for the MK,
MKM
K,
stamps.
MKM. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of experience with stamps, but I've used some wood ones from a place that like manufactures and laser cuts them. I've used them for planters and things like that that have designs on them, so they have succulents or leaves and things, and I stamp them into planters to get a little added
Can I
um
tell you a funny
character to
story?
it.
Can I say a funny story about the MKM stamps?
Yes.
Um, so I got a few of these stamps actually at at Queen City Clay, and I saw these ones that were like reversible, and I was like, those are so cool. And there was one that had kind of like a spiral in it and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so I bought it and I get it home, and then I like don't think I used it for a while, but I used it at the Beals, and I like stamped it into the clay and picked it up, and I was like, that is very clearly a swastika.
Here's a rolling stamp?
No, it was like just a stamping stamp,
Just a push stamp.
and just like a push stamp, and it was long, it was more than a swastika, but like it was like you can't not see it. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I'm
can't
surprised it
not
took
see
that
it.
long.
And so I sent them an email and I was like, "Hey, so this stamp looks like a swastika. And you need to know because you need to know.
Right.
And you should probably not have it, you know?" And it's like they could literally just reverse the image and it would be fine, right?
hmm
And um they sent me the most bullshit response. It was just like, well, the swastika has been a design in the Aztec culture for this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, but what do we know it as? Like,
Right. Right.
I know that. I like, and even in the email I sent them, I was like, listen, the swastika is a fantastic design. As far as design is concerned, it's great. It should not be in your set of tools.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's not like you were
so,
like, I'm gonna call you out. You were just like, hey, I don't
well,
know
I
if you
did just
got
call him
this a
out right
lot.
now.
I don't know if you got this a lot, but like this is what I got from this.
Yeah, it's
I
like
just wanted you to know rather than
and I
like
mean,
you
like,
better take this down right now or else, you know.
yeah, and it's not like I field tested it too. I like stamped it into something, and I even showed a friend that is not offended by anything, and he was like, "That's not okay."
And if you look at it on the stamp, you're not going to notice because it's when you actually stamp
It's
it,
backwards.
it's backwards. Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I was trying to find my favorite MKM stamp, but I can't. So I'll see if I can find it. But
I like the cool rolling ones. Those are neat.
yeah, I
It's
have a
just like
lot
a
of the
dowel
rolling
rod that's
ones.
got texture in them, and then you can roll it over a slab.
Yeah, I have a lot of the MKM rolling stamps for making jewelry, and they're great. And like I said, it's like one of those situations where yeah, they had one issue that was an issue, but I'm gonna continue to use their products because they're fucking great. So, yeah, they have one like 2-inch rolly one, like the RL series, the large roller. No, I don't know. It's like a short roller, but it is so good. I'll find it. I'll find it.
MKM.
I'm looking at the ceramic shop right now,
I
but
like the ones that. you can like stick onto the roller handles
The
and you
roller
can a little
handles,
more
yeah.
control over it.
Those are pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they no shortage of rolling textures. They got some good ones.
No. They have some great ones.
I don't use them a ton, but I was using them back at Baker Hunt when I was teaching and making flasks. So I would use them, cut it out, and use those for the top and bottom of my flasks. So it gave a little bit of texture.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really like them.
Yeah. Super fan. Okay. Next is the airpin. I use the airpin frequently because I have carpal tunnel. And but it's like saved my life. So,
What is the airpan? How would you explain it?
the airpin is so instead of using like a squeezy tool to like squeeze out underglaze or squeeze out uh
Like a little bottle or like a bulb thing?
yeah, like a little bold, then instead of doing that, it has it's like an air compressor in it, and when you take your finger on and off a little hole, the glaze comes out of like the little tippy tip. So, uh
And
yeah.
do you control how much comes out by how
Yeah,
tight your
how
hold is?
tight you press it down, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I love it.
Is that
And
pretty much
it's
only if you're doing like decorative, like fine line work, or would you use it to fill in areas? Like,
You could use it to fill in, but it wouldn't be a good tool to do that because the cartridge that holds the paint is so small. And as far as I know, they haven't figured out a way to make it bigger. So, you
hmm,
know, it
okay,
wouldn't be advantageous to do it that way.
okay. Because I would imagine some people have. I'm thinking like somebody like Liz or something that tapes off things and then they fill in areas that are taped.
Right.
Like it just wouldn't be
Yeah.
as efficient. Or
I don't think it
I
would
don't know.
be.
Did Amy Brummond use something like that when she was filling in?
No, she uses a squeezy bottle.
Squeezy bottle. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they know about that limitation. Hopefully they're working on something.
Yeah.
Because I think you said that you needed X amount of them to make it efficient, so you can swap them out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like, to be fair, it's not the most efficient system, but it does work. So, you know,
Maybe you keep all that color like backed up, so you like are ready to go, and then you're like, all right, this one's done. Pop it in, pop it in, pop it in, pop it in.
yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm,
All right,
mhm.
what do we got next?
I'm
We're on
still looking for that fucking thing. Um,
3M tape.
3M tape. Oh, yes. Okay, I feel like a lot of people used to ask me where I get my tape, and I am, if you haven't figured this out yet, I don't know how. I'm a picky bitch when it comes to things. And so I prefer the 3M 2080 tape. Now, you can do whatever you want. You can get vinyl tape, that's fine. I prefer 3M 2080. If I don't have 2080, I use frog tape. Um, 2080 2080 was discontinued from Sherwin-Williams a while ago. They're like, don't sell it anymore. It used to be orange. It used to be the blue tape with the orange writing. It's now purple. I don't know why. The only place I've been able to find it is Amazon. The number's still the same. It's 2080. Um, so if frog tape is more accessible, that's fine. But they're all expensive. It doesn't matter. And
And it
I,
is not the car wrap film series tape, correct?
no,
3M
no,
has a
it's
wrap film. That's for like car wraps. That's not what we're talking about.
No, it's a delicate painter's tape.
Masking tape.
And
3M
yep,
2080 masking tape.
yep, delicate painter's tape. And like I said, frog tape is a good substitute. I prefer the inch and a half, but they don't sell that anymore, so inch is fine. I like the inch and a half because 2 inches feels like you're wasting. Inch and a half feels like you're not wasting as much, but there's enough room for you to not get glaze everywhere. So
Hmm.
that's my 4 cents on tape.
And you were using that on Bisqueware. Can you use it on Greenware? Or do you only use it on Bisqueware?
I wouldn't use it on greenware. I think you can just use wet paper on greenware.
Wet
Yeah.
paper.
Frog tape you could probably use on greenware. Frog tape actually works better if you wet it down. If you put the frog tape down and then put a like slightly damp sponge down.
Frog
So
tape,
it
frog tape.
activates with water.
Oh. Grips hard to surfaces like stucco, concrete, and wood for painting and lacquering. Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's my thing.
That's all decoration, right?
It's all decoration, I think.
All right. Before we get to the
I
next
feel like
category,
yes, we should. Yeah, before we get to glazing, we should talk about what you're going to put your glazing stuff in.
yeah. So you might want to put it in a tiny kiln. You might want to put it
Or
in
a big
a
kiln.
bigger kiln. I just fired a big kiln yesterday. It's done. It's cooling.
Yeah.
I'm like all set. I'm firing in an L&L.
Mm-hmm.
Nice big 7 cubic foot kiln.
You know what's crazy is that I forgot to tell you what else I did this week is I went down and visited Brett Beasley.
I saw you had a photo together. I didn't know where Charlotte?
Yeah. He lives in Charlotte and we've been friends on the Instagrams for 7 years and he is a kiln tech and the only kilns he sells are L&Ls.
Yeah, I
And
see
I
him
feel like
doing servicing and like
yeah, and
posting,
I
"Hey, thanks
think
for allowing me to buy that kiln from
yeah.
me."
I think that the only kilns that he sells are L&Ls. I'm pretty sure. I know he's an L&L dealer, but I think it's the only ones that he sells. So, um, yeah. So if a kiln tech only sells L&Ls, you know they're fucking good. Good shit.
Well, I mean, it's also if you know you're going to be doing maintenance on it, your maintenance is going to be easier.
Yeah.
If you're like, you know, hey, I support L&L, I want to replace their stuff. I know how to replace their stuff. It's easy enough that um you can get in and out of there in a reasonable amount of time, whether you're brand new to kilns or you're advanced
You
and
don't
you've
have to
been
be 1 foot tall to replace the relays. You know, little simple things like that.
yeah. Yeah, that drop down service panel so you can get in there, get out of there, make
Quick
the
and dirty.
repairs. Yep.
Here's a hot tip. Here's a hot tip for when you replace your relays. When you replace your relays, you should always put a little tape on the side of it and write down what date and who replaced it. What date you replaced it and who replaced it.
It's not gonna get hot enough in there. It's gonna like catch fire, right?
Nope,
Did
just a little
Brett
tape.
did Brett tell you about that?
No, actually, Josh Heim told me that like years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be a good idea to do that with your elements too, just to put it on like the outside of the box or something or somewhere that somebody would see to say like, you know, Becca Otis replaced these on this date.
Hmm.
This little tape or something.
Little reminder.
Little reminder.
Yeah, they've also got in the settings. It's kind of deep to find it on a regular controller, but the Genesis, I'm pretty sure it's really easy to find the number of firings you've done.
Oh yeah.
So if
Easy
you want to
peasy.
find that, and I was firing mine yesterday, and I was sharing that Heidi gave me a program that I was using for the glaze firing, and she was like, "I wonder what the adjust," because I told her I made some adjustments to it. So if I wanted to, if you want to quickly like share a firing sequence like series, it's so much easier. You just snap a photo of how it's set up on there, and you can see like most of the segment. You can see up to I think 4 segments on one screen. So it's easy to share that and then scroll down and see the rest of them if you have more than 4. So you can troubleshoot a little easier or share like hey, you know, I want to know what kind of firing schedule you're using or all that kind of thing.
Look in your chat.
I,
Um,
I saw it.
oh, mine never pops up. I don't know what to say. Anyway, L&L has the easiest fucking kills to work on, and we love them. And also, they're great.
There you go. All right, L&L. Where do you find those at? What's their website?
Hotkills.com.
All right, we're in the home stretch here. We just got a little bit left. We're to glazing.
Jesus, I have such a bad headache. Okay, let's fucking go. I wonder when they'll kick me out of
Glazing.
this thing. Glazing. Okay, I feel like most of the stuff here isn't like you're not going to be finding it on a website, so but I'll do my best. Okay, you go. You're
All right.
talking, I'm filling.
The thing that I added at the very end was a power drill. I've seen some people use cordless drills. I do whatever you got to do. I was thinking about this because
Listen,
mine was like burning up a little bit yesterday, and I'm like,
yeah.
I need to replace it. But then I'm like, do I need to get a fancier one? Do I need to go corded one? Sometimes the corded ones can get like pretty wild. So, I mean, I like the control of the wireless ones, but
I like wireless.
yeah, you can get in, get out of there. The one I have has a little handle on the side. So it's got the hammer drill option, but it's got the handle on the side of it so you can like get a good two-hand hold on it. And that's just like a Ryobi one, but I always get their tools when they're discounted during Memorial Day or Father's Day, all those
Do
different
you have
sales
a
they got.
metal mixer? Do you have a metal mixer? Do you have a
I like the metal paint mixers. They
I
can
like the
flake off a
plastic
little
ones.
bit, the plastic ones with the little red tips on them.
Yeah. I like the red plastic ones.
I have one of those, but it's only like a foot long though, so it can't get down to the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket. I guess I need to get a bigger one.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
they
mine
have
was
longer
bigger.
ones than that?
They had they sold them at Sherwin when I worked there, but I don't know. I'm putting in the Dixer glaze mixer. It's kind of expensive, but I'm putting it in. This one looks real nice. The Dixer glaze mixer.
The Dixer Glaze Mixer. Yeah, I like the power of the drill. I know some people use the toilet brushes. Community studios, I understand. Like you've got so many buckets of glaze, people are glazing. Like it's hard to keep up with a one drill to get to all the
Yeah,
buckets and not contaminate stuff and keep it clean. So I do have one mixer, one paint mixer in there with the drill, and that pretty much always stays on there. And then we clean it off between glazes and do all that. But we'll use a we'll use a toilet brush here and there, depending on the glaze. But if it's caked up at the bottom, I'm always using a drill to get that mixed up. I
yeah,
should probably get a couple other paint mixer attachments though, so I can swap them out if I need to. But that's what I like. Is that what you were talking about? The glaze mixer? Is that an actual? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, that one's
yeah.
great. That one's a little fancier.
That one's fancy.
That
But I
one
put it there because
is
that's
stainless steel. Yeah, that one won't chip.
yeah,
The cheap one I
yeah.
got
Try to
from
get a stainless
Lowe's,
steel one. Yeah,
yeah, the one I got from Lowe's is like paint coated or something, so that kind of flakes off over time.
yeah,
But I like to use those for mixing up my reclaim as well. So I have a bucket of reclaim. I can mix those up with a dedicated drill mixer
yeah.
and then dump that out. Okay, what else you got? Is there any other mixing things that you use that are not drill
No.
attachments?
Oh, those egg beaters that we get from like the tiny ones, like the
Oh
egg
yeah.
whisks.
Yeah, those were
Um,
from Clay
Play
Planet.
Planet.
It's just a
It's
little
just a
metal stick with
it's
a
just a
it's a ball, but it's like tw coiled. It's not coiled.
yeah, it's like
It's
the
like a
springy one.
springy wire that's kind of coiled into a ball shape. So you can mix up like a small cup of paint or glaze or underglaze.
Yeah, and I can't find it on Amazon, but they have them on. I wonder if Play Planet has it on their website.
They probably do. They give them out at.
No, they sold them this year for like
Oh, they did.
a dollar or something, $3, something like that.
But they give them out at Click on West, right? Or were
I wonder
they?
if they'll sell them this year or not. I don't know.
Hmm.
Colorful wire wisp, 2.99.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm linking them then.
Yeah, that was a good little mixer. I like that. We use it
Yeah.
sometimes for the underglazes in the studio. We don't really use it because we
Yeah.
don't use it much for other things because our containers are too big otherwise.
Yeah. Wisp.
What are
Times
your
for whisk.
preferred like dipping cups and things like that?
The Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree plastic handled.
Yep.
You can hand it. I like the handle so you can hang it on the edge of the bucket.
Hanging on the edge of the bucket. Yep.
I'm not as big of a fan of the ones with the watering can, long neck, kind
Nope.
of.
Not a fan.
Not because I generally can't like get it down in the bucket nicely without it like scraping the side.
Yeah.
I just like to dunk the handled one just halfway in and whoop, scoop it up. And I just fill my pots up, dump them back into the bucket as I'm spinning my glaze out and dumping it, and then I can just fill my next one up.
Yep.
Otherwise, we just use a lot of the free yogurt containers or
Yep.
random cups that
Anything
we
for
get that
free.
we want to just give away.
Yep.
Can always make use of a cup. Or the little I sometimes like the little cups that pop off of your detergent.
Oh,
If
that's a
you
good
get the
idea.
detergent with the attached cup that like sticks on there. Because it's only like probably 7 ounces or 6 ounces.
Okay, but can you imagine how amazing a detergent container would be as a glaze container?
As long as you can shake it up well enough to get it mixed, I think it would be
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That'd be great. So you need to shake it up enough, and then I guess you keep a funnel so you can dump it back into the bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, because they always have the relief thing on the top, and then
Hmm.
you could just pour it out through the little spickety spick. And that don't I do not want an email. Um
The little dispenser valve. Yes, we know what you're talking
Spigot.
about.
Um God damn it. And and then like yeah, you could just pour it back in. That'd be so fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gave
do
us.
that.
Did you
A
give us that
liner
old
glaze, can
bucket?
you imagine? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I made one of those pump things, those fountain pumps to do liner glazing, but I didn't really I don't use glaze enough, the same glaze enough to warrant dunking the fountain into the bucket and have the tube sticking up so it can glaze the inside of pots.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a bit much to clean up for me,
Yeah.
but
Like, okay, so I gave you a 1 gallon bucket with a spout on the end of it
yeah, it's got a
and
little
little turn spout.
hmm
And I think about sometimes like that would be a good way to do that, even if you cleaned it out every time. If you just like poured the glaze in, did your lining, like did the lining, and then poured it into the top of the bucket, and then just when you're done with it, roll your 5 gallon bucket under it, open the spout, let it drain, you know?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I think keeping it cleaned relatively, I don't know. Like an efficient way to
Yeah.
clean it that you don't care that much about it,
Yeah.
but it gets clean. Like you need one of those like the bar things that you stick the cup over top of it and it like sprays the inside. You need something like that for clean out some
Yeah.
like small buckets or cups or whatever.
My friend has one of those on their sink, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Instead of the spray hose, they installed the thing.
Oh, that's nice.
You could do that, Ryan.
Am I going to? Probably not.
No.
But
but you
You
could.
could.
Okay. Um, paraffin. Oh no. Tongs. I just put the red tongs that every fucking person uses because apparently they haven't figured out how to make new tongs.
They got those blue handle tongs. There's some different ones.
I guess.
They got like different clamps though. It looks a little bit more. It looks a little more heavy duty. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of what. Have you seen those ones that they kind of grab the plate tongs?
The ones that you put on your fingers?
No, it's like a it like clamps around the edge of plates. It's like a you it's like a butterfly kind of. It flaps out
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
kind of grab it to hold onto the plate.
It's like a pickle grabber.
Maybe?
You know what? It's fine. I can't believe you didn't have a pickle grabber. Your mom's a pampered chef lady.
I did not have a pickle grabber that I know of. Some people were
Anyway.
makeshifting them out of like tongs from the kitchen and putting screws on them so you can grab things.
Oh my God.
I mean, you could do that. Handmade
Yeah, you could
tongs.
do that. You could do that. Um, what about wax? You said paraffin wax. Where do you fucking buy paraffin wax?
So we actually get the little tea candle lights from Dollar Tree.
Mm,
You can just get we just got a case of it. I think I spent $50 for a case of tea light candles, the little shallow ones. I mean, you
mm-hmm,
do have to break them and take them out of the little tins. But I was getting paraffin wax a while ago. You could just get that at the grocery store in the canning section. But the boxes of Gulf wax, GULF, they used to
mm-hmm.
be like $2. Now they're like $6. So I'm like,
Mm.
and
I
that was,
always just,
yeah, it's probably like the size of a deck of cards, and the depth of it is like each block. It's like 4 decks of cards is what you get in a box.
yeah. I always get the, just like a big old candle from Walmart. Like a
Mm-hmm.
big old white candle from Walmart. And also, if you wanted to make it smell nice, you could always put a tea light or like a wax melt in there. That'd be nice.
Or just the whole thing be a scented candle.
That'd be too much. Too much. Too much.
Too intense.
Yeah.
Apparently, my mom was asking a friend, and they ended up getting the discarded candles from their church, and they gave
That's a
it.
great idea, especially the Catholic Church.
Yeah. So they're a little iffy on the coverage of the wax because we have to burn a little hotter, and it bubbles a little bit on the cert. Like it's not as clean of a like adhering to the bisqueware. So
Yeah,
we're
if the
still
wax isn't hot enough, it bubbles.
yeah. And then there's kind of a fine line of like how hot do we want this to like make us not feel good to be doing this for a while
Yeah.
versus you know, having enough wax to where it's hot enough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I've always done the hot wax. Did you ever do painted on wax though?
Yeah, I have a link for that. But also I wanted to link an indoor countdown timer that I use for my paraffin wax because if you're not using a countdown timer, you should. This is really nice. You can just plug the wax, whatever maker, the heat thingy into it, and it has um a 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and 6 hour. So you can just hit like 30 minutes, and that way you don't have to forget about turning it off. And because paraffin wax will explode and become fire. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
You, hmm
So I am putting in something very specific because the best wax that I've ever used is called Reed Wax, Reed, and it's from the Tacoma Clay Art Center. As far as I know, they're the only people that sell it, but it's cheaper than all the other waxes. So, and it goes really far. The more water you put in, the thinner it is, the better it resists glaze. Um, you do have to dye it with food coloring so that you can see it. because it becomes quite literally invisible because it's so thin. Um, the best wax I've ever used. So,
Hmm.
putting that on my list.
Reed wax. Is it I'm trying to see if it says water-based or
Yeah, it's all water-based,
it's all water-based. Okay.
I think.
Wax resist, non-toxic. Yeah, I
Fast
guess.
curing light wax resist.
Nice.
It literally says in the description, you may also add a little food coloring to tint this wax for easier visibility.
Because I know some waxes you can water them down a little bit to make them go
Yeah, this one
further.
you can. But also a lot of those waxes, when you water them down, they perform better too. So keep that in mind. Um, all right. Last thing in glazing, Shimpo banding wheel. Um, I put the link for the ceramic shop, Shimpo banding wheel. You can decide your size. I prefer the same size that Ryan has, which is the tall one because you can put your hand under it, your left hand, and spin it while you're doing decorations or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
it looks like it's the Shimbo 25H. I guess H is for
yeah.
high.
Hi. Yeah.
I wish they had the smaller diameter one in the higher one.
In the higher one. Yeah.
Just because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's good because I could put multiple pots on there and kind of spin it around to get to those pots, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a
I
smaller
agree with
one
you.
would
I
be
think I
nice.
agree with you on that. I agree with you. Um, I have the really tiny one because I live in a van. And when I bought it, I lived in a van. And I actually don't mind it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I like the high one because it always puts things at your eye level, you know? But
Right. It says the high
yeah,
one's about almost 10 inches wide.
yeah. And the one
And
I have is 7,
is that which one you have is the 22L?
the smallest one. I have the smallest one.
Oh, the 8. Okay, the 18L, which is 7 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty low to the table.
Speaking of Shimpo banding wheels, I used my Shimpo banding wheel yesterday to put on speedball underglaze onto my pots. And
Nice.
when I threw those pots, I used the boss ribs and and the boss base. What?
All of the speedball things.
All of it. It was like a speedball party.
Yeah. I tried the boss ribs so far. I still need some practice. They
Yeah.
take a little learning to figure out which ones work with your hands and how you like to approach the
Mm-hmm.
clay and how much water you use and what kind of clay body you use. So I'm still figuring it out, but I did use them for some plates, 3 pound plates, and used it a little bit on one of the hands, and then I used my other hand with no rib on it to kind of work together. It did
Mm-hmm.
provide some relief to my palm for sure.
Yeah.
And then it's figuring out like the right angle so that it's like grazing over it and also keeping good contact with the bat so that it doesn't scoot underneath. Ooh, the library is closing in 30 minutes. I heard that.
I'll probably have to go pretty soon. I don't know when they'll
And then
kick me out.
and then I like to use the one without the handle to
Yeah.
flatten out some of my plates to get them nice and firm because some of the ribs that you get can have a little flex to them and they're pretty shallow. So it still is kind of a lot of work on your fingertips to hold on to it. But the boss rib with kind of the bigger boss rib with no strap on it was nice to push down on the plate to get it nice and smooth and flat and compressed. So I
Yeah.
liked using it for that.
It's great. And I figured out the colors. Pink, black, green, and blue.
The colors for what?
That's going to be the colors for the boss ribs.
Oh, okay.
Pink, black, green, and blue. I'm pretty sure.
I
So,
think that's right. I think I did see that.
and full stop, I saw the actual sample from the warehouse, actually use the actual sample from the place that actually makes them. You have a 3D printed version to kind of like, get it out and everything, but they're getting them from another company and they're getting them shipped to them. And they're beautiful. They have like the Speedball logo on it. It looks great. The one that I saw was like a really shitty color because it was just a sample. But
Hmm.
it was because it's like beige. But oh my God, it felt really great. They're super smooth. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're going to be coming out soon. I believe they're doing a launch on Clay King when they're ready
In September.
in September. Okay. So they'll be out shortly. You can check out Clay King. I'm sure you'll see some Instagram reels and folks using them and showing how they're, how you can use them versatilely, how versatile they are. And you might want to use a boss base with them as well if you want to
Yeah.
get that centered and open and then go from there. So if you're looking for those, you can go to SPEEDBALL
BALL Speedball.
speedballart.com.
SPEEDBALL Speedball. Yep, speedballart.com. You can look at them and yeah, I think they'll be at Clay King. I don't know any of the other stores. I assume that Blick would have them eventually.
Yeah, they'll probably roll
So
them out to some different places.
yeah.
All right. Last but not least, we got sanding on here. I'm using sanding on all my pots. You can use a bunch of different pads. I've used some of the, cheaper 120, 240 grit pads off of Clay King. I've got some from them before. I bought some Diamond Core ones a long time ago. They've lasted a long time. I still use Diamond Core ones as well. I like the flexible ones so they're not so stiff and firm. And we sand all of our pots with those. So I like to use the 200 grit. I have some clay that has no grog, and I have clay with grog, like a speckled buff. And it's just a nice little added. Um, I don't know. I think it just elevates the pots a little bit to have the sanding pads for them. So it's especially for the soda pots. I mean, they're going to need some sanding regardless. So these days, the sanding pads are a must have for that. Um, Sanding disc as well for those soda pots. So I like to use a 120 for getting that. Well, I use a bench grinder first, and then I use the sanding disc to get them down flat and get all the crud off of the bottom to make them look good. And then we use the pads to like polish them and make them look really good. So,
Yeah.
what about you? You've used a number of different pads. You've done some sanding on greenware, bisqueware, maybe not greenware, but bisqueware for sure.
Yeah, and as we all know, I don't use Diamond Core. It's an autistic situation. Um,
You have used
and
them, but
I have used them, but I don't use them now. Because I found cheaper things. I just put one up there. It's called KGS sanding disc. Those are the ones that I prefer. It's a 4 pack of 61, 2400, 200, 400, and it's they're like $50 for the set. And in my opinion, they work just as good as far as like the really the really big ones, like the really high, you know, uh high grit or low grit. I don't know.
what's high grit? Like more than 400? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, more than 400. I found a lapidary tool company, but I just went to the link and it's not there. So I don't know what to tell you. But there is a guy on Etsy that sells I believe that there's a guy on Etsy that sells like 800 grit sandpaper and he's in Indiana.
Are they're diamond or they're not?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But diamond core is really your most popular bet.
Yeah, they have sales all the time, so look out for sales and you can get they've got kits too. You can get like a bundle of them and save some money there too if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that use them. There's a reason they use them.
Yep.
Um,
Because they're the
yeah.
only ones on the market.
There's other ones on the market. You can get some from Clay King too that are not.
Just whatever you're doing, if you get more than 400 grit, make sure it's not encased in resin, like the big bumps encased in resin. Those last like maybe 2 days. So make sure it's like the hard resin that they use that has, you can see the actual, like it's shiny. It's not dull. It looks like diamonds on it. So I don't know if I, if I explained that well enough, but
I just put a link to one in there too of other ones that I've got. They're thinner. Like there's
okay.
not a lot of backing on them,
Yeah.
but I've got those too, and they
Yeah.
work okay. They're not as flexible, but depending on what you're using, I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of different flexibilities of different things. So,
yeah, some people like I think Tim C has the big blocks. Some people like the big blocks that are easy to hold on to and you can flip the blocks over or
yeah.
you could put the cushy ones and put a different grit on one side of the block and have the flexible and flip it over to the other side and you got a different pad that's different grit on it.
Yeah.
But we've been using the Giff and Grip recently with them and it's pretty efficient. So that's what Erica and Ashley like to use.
Yeah.
And you pretty much, I mean, did you use the Giff and Grip all the time for it, or did you
I
just kind of
always use a
hand
gift and
sand
grip.
it?
I pretty much always use a gift and grip, but hand sanding does about the same thing, honestly. So,
Did you ever use regular sandpaper when it was Bisqueware, or did you always use a diamond?
I've used regular. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I've used it all, Ryan. I've
Did you
done it
wet it
all.
when it was a regular sanding pad, or did you
Yeah, I use wet sandpaper.
wet sandpaper? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
I feel like that's all the tools. We covered so many tools, and you're about to get kicked
My
out of the library at
brain
some point. So,
is fried, and also this list is vast. It's a vast list.
and
We
this
should
is
get
also a
paid for
list.
this list.
This is a list based on our period of time where we're at right now in 2025. So I'm sure there's going to be things that we missed and things that are coming out and
Yeah.
things that we'll discover, like
We didn't
randomly
even put
Becca.
the Sula bag on here, but it's supposed to be on here.
I mean, the Sula can carry all of the things,
All of the things.
all of the things. All right.
Yeah, we'll put the Sula bag on here.
Well, if there's no last words,
Nope.
all right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to another episode of Wheel Talk. This podcast is made possible through the contributions of all of our listeners who always ask us great questions, leave us reviews, and contact with us through social media. Thanks to all the fellow makers as well who take time to be interviewed and share about their lives and businesses.
And thank you to Ashley from Boldover Ceramics and Lindy from Lindy Garner Ceramics for their assistance on the Whale Talk Podcast Instagram. You are invaluable. Thank you to everybody.